start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand up, my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means?
Hey, so first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Now, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we jump in, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, likes, shares, subscribes, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you so much, all right? Now, I don't always get to pause in the middle of the message to acknowledge the gifts that y'all sending in, but I appreciate you. I'm sending all that love back to you, and I definitely will acknowledge you once this video is posted, all right? So let's get started, chosen ones. There's a few messages that had to come in, right? So the message for today: sometimes you have to separate from them in order to save them. Now let me play that back. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from them in order to save them. Now, what do I mean? See, chosen ones, we're going to break down the list. You understand me? So first and foremost, there's some of you who have to separate from the individuals that you connected to because they're not serving any benefits pertaining to you. While you around them, they abusing you, using you, disrespecting you, neglecting you, so on and so forth, right? See, they may have played that with anybody else, but you the divine's child. You God's child. So therefore, God don't play that. So I want you to think about certain people who's in abusive relationships, right? So they could have been with a partner that was abusive. However, they could have been keeping it to themselves in a certain extent, right? Not telling people what's going on behind closed doors. You out here in public, you promoting them like they the perfect person, right? Behind closed doors, you laid up with damn near a demon, right? So I want you to realize at times you have to realize that you have to get away from them in order to save them, because your God, see, they may worship all these other little deities, entities, but your God, he don't play like that. So therefore, again, I want you to think about if you was to have a very protective parent, somebody who's willing to go to war when it comes to you. See, that's God. God's going to make sure that they keep feeling certain things until they stop doing what they doing to you. So at times, because they are stuck in their ways, you had to move your way yourself from around them, because they don't even realize that they messing with a chosen individual. So certain things are going to go down. They going to lose their life if they sending black magic to you. They out here trying to stop your finances. Now they have no finances coming through. They trying to mess with your health. Now their health is going down. See, God don't play about his children. And that's what certain individuals are starting to realize and establish now. See, not only do you have to separate at times people who's out there doing foul things, but you also have to separate yourself from them in order to save them. See, these are people that you truly love. These are the people that you are doing your best to build them up. You trying to help them heal from certain things that they went through. Certain people that, again, you see the potential, you see the true them, but they may not be always willing to show that to you. So this could be your divine partnership in a sense. Those twin flame runner chaser type of dynamics. See, at times when you first met that twin, they may not have even knew what a twin flame was, or that could have been you in this case, right? So again, that was something new to you, something that you wasn't used to. So you may have tried to run away from it before it ran away from you, right? So you may be in a partnership where, again, you know that this is your divine feminine or masculine, but at the same time, God had you guys come together so you could see exactly that spark that you felt, and then have y'all walk away in a sense to close out all the cycles with everybody else. See, you may feel a certain type of way because, again, out of the twin flame dynamic, the soul partnership, whatever the case may be, there's always one person ahead of the other. There's always one person that's more mature than the other. So I want you to think pertaining to your sibling group. You may be around the same age as that sibling, or you could have been younger than them, but you was more advanced or more mature than the individual, right? So I want you to realize God knew what he was doing. God knew that you got it before that individual did. That you may be a seer, you may be very, again, intuitive, but they may be more so a logical thinker. So therefore, they had to see physical things in order to believe them. Whereas you're somebody who can tell them before it even happens. See, they, again, had to learn the process in a sense, but you had to realize at times, them karmics will think that they won because God will have you walk away from them, but you're not even realizing, because that is a magnet in a sense that when you raise your vibration, they have no force but to do that as well. That, again, in order for them to get their light back, they had to get left. You had to work on the path and the purpose that God had you in. You understand me? So you have to think, if there's somebody who's stuck in the waves, right? Think about this, the waves is crashing. If you in the water with that person, you 9 times out of 10 can't save them, because you have to make a decision. Either you're going to save yourself and hope that, again, you place yourself up out that water and you can pull them up. See, if you stayed in that water with them, you would have had to lower your standards in a sense. You would have had to lower your vibrations. So, again, in order to push them up, you had to get up under them, right? They had to step on you. Nah. That's not something that you should do. But you think about this. If you got out of those raging waters in a sense and you got on that boat, then you could reach out and assist them, right? You be in a better position. See, if you jumped into that darkness, that means that you lost your light. That means, again, how are you going to save them as well as save your life? See, when you in the darkness, when they was around certain karmics, you tried to go into that dark to get them. You tried to go in that dark to save them. You tried to go in that dark in order to get them out of there to get to where they were supposed to go to. So you had to dim your light in a sense, because, again, you may have been reacting towards this individual. You could have been, your feelings is all messed up, your spirit, your energy, so on and so forth, right? So, again, you had to lower your vibrations in order to go in that darkness in order to save them. See, that was your initial stance. You thought that you had to go chasing. You had to go meet them where they was to a certain extent. Nah. You didn't match their energy. You had to maintain yours, because that was the magnet that was in order, that was necessary in order to pull them forward. See, chosen ones. There's certain karmics that, again, they're celebrating currently because they thought that they deterred you from that person that you're supposed to be with. Whole time now, they didn't even realize that outside of their views, you was working on you and you was building up a strategy in a sense to get that person out their darkness too. See, when you was in that maze, you didn't find your way out. When you were in that point of view, when you was, again, lowering yourself, doing certain things that individual was doing, you was in that maze. So therefore, again, you didn't see your exit. You had to raise your vibrations, get above that maze in a sense, so you can see exactly where you was headed. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I want you to realize that what you did is not in vain. If God told you that this is your divine feminine or your divine masculine, he co-signed that with certain signs and synchronicities that you were seeing. You have to be confident. You have to be you. You have to do exactly what God asked you to do, because you guiding and guarding that individual from dark-ass individuals that's trying to attack them too. See, chosen ones, we gonna have to talk. Again, the karmics were out there celebrating because they thought that they got you off your path. See, we're not even going to just talk about romantically. I'm talking about certain dreams and admirations that you had too, certain things that you wanted to do, certain things that God told you, if you do this, you was going to get this repayment out of it, right? See, they try to throw everything in your path, but they didn't even realize that they were being used as certain Man, I'm trying to tell you. They out here used as certain speed bumps to a certain extent. So no matter what they threw in your path, all you had to do was pay attention to signs and synchronicities ahead. God was telling you, hey, listen. That was your intuition telling you that somebody was trying to set you up. You paid attention. You started paying attention to your surroundings. God told you when you was waking up at certain times that at that time certain people was trying to send certain black magic towards you. You got your ass up, right? Okay, cool. See, you was getting all these signs and synchronicities. Intuitively, you knew what these people intended to do, but again, they didn't even realize at that time that you was divinely aligned. They didn't even realize that you had certain superpowers that they lack having inside. See, they don't like the fact that you was on to them. Therefore, you got a hint and an idea of what they was intended to do before they had an opportunity to do that shit. See, that's why they mad, chosen ones. They was out here again, guiding and guarding that person. They was out there trying to deter them. And a lot of the times they was trying to stop you from doing the things that you was getting called divinely to do. But no matter what they sent your way, again, you was getting over those things, but you just had to pay attention. See, you could have sped through that neighborhood in a sense, didn't pay attention when it said a speed bump was ahead. You could have went over that hump and busted your shit up and you was barely able to move then, right? Or you could have paid attention like, I see what they trying to do. I know that this person is deliberately trying to get a reaction out of me. And so instead of doing that, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my composure. I see that person every time they see that I'm in a relationship. Now they want to come back and start talking that reckless shit. You already seen the signs to it. Slow your ass down a little bit. You understand me? See, you may have realized again, you could feel your divine feminine or masculine that's starting to come in. You can feel them, but just like you can feel them too, there's certain individuals that's starting to see certain things change around you. See, you out here moving quietly, and you wondering how they still watching you, stalking you, keeping tabs on you, because again, they heard the things that you were saying that was going to come true. You told them anybody who crossed the chosen one was going to get karma. Anybody who sent magic to you, that was going to return back to them times 10. Anybody who spread lies about you, the truth was going to come out about them. Anybody who tried to halt your finances, now barely has finances coming in. They going to have a lifetime after lifetime and a lifetime of struggling based upon the person that they attacked. See, I want you to think about this, chosen ones. You know how in certain movie shit, in reality too, how there's a cousin that's in those streets, right? And there's a cousin that's divine. So there's a cousin that could be out those streets. They a drug dealer. They doing certain things, right? But there's a cousin that they protect. They do these things so that person doesn't have to do that. So you know that person who's a good scholar and they like, man, listen, they got a scholarship deal. Don't y'all mess with that person. This person got this going for themselves. Don't mess with that person. That other person that's in those streets, they put that work in, right? See, chosen ones, there's two different dynamics. One, some individuals didn't realize that you were that cousin pertaining to that person that you involved with. So that's your lover. That's the people that you select as friendships. That's the people that you really provide certain love and affection to. There's certain people that you don't play about. You understand me? So they looking at those individuals, feeling like they by themselves, feeling like nobody's going to stick up for them, feeling like, again, they was able to deter them from them path and they was going to attack them, not even realizing that they didn't realize that you was connected. What do I mean? See, it's almost like somebody trying to deter this child off, have them come with them, not realizing that they people got a GPS that's connected to something that they wearing in a sense. So no matter where they go, they able to know their location and they going to pop up. See, chosen ones, that's you. There's certain people, again, that you, God selected to go on this journey with you. That's your twin flame, your soulmate, so on and so forth. They may have been distracted by their friends. They may have allowed certain people to, again, deter them from the path or head them in a direction that they wasn't supposed to be in. They could have, again, sat there and was around certain people and didn't realize that they wasn't for them until it was too late to a certain extent. So that person thought that they successfully lured them away, not realizing that all you had to do was tune in. You was going to know exactly what they was doing. You was going to know exactly where they are and how to get to them and bring them back to safety. And that's exactly what you're doing. See, there's certain karmics that get mad. Because you may not be in connect with that divine feminine or that divine masculine, but you still have them making moves. You haven't been in connection with them, but you're not realizing that they are starting to reflect the certain things that you do. So you building because you ain't speak to them. You may not feel like they building too. They are. They paying attention, chosen ones. I tell you, there's always somebody watching, right? See, but let me continue on. Not only that, chosen one, so some of you are that cousin who don't play that shit. You the person that's well connected to the divine. So again, anybody get out of line, you handle them. See, energetically, how they say, mira, look at me real quick, right? I want you to realize this. Anybody who ever tries to energetically or physically attack anybody that I'm spiritually connected with, I'm telling you, in that 5D, it's off with your head. You already done. That's why we not arguing with you. What we look like arguing with a corpse for? You already up out of there. See, some of you are not only the individual that protects certain people that's connected to you, but some of you are connected to certain spirits that don't play about you. See, I can speak on behalf of myself. See, my father, see, Tiger, when you go back to Maryland, his name rings bells, right? But let me get to this, right? See, my father, right? He was somebody who was big on what's right and what's wrong is wrong. See, but how he reacted at times, he got in trouble for it. See, he was all about justice. If you do something shady, if you do something disgusting, if you do something crazy, oh, he was going to get you. But nobody's seen the fact that he was doing the right thing based upon how he was reacting to these individuals. See, he may have physically whooped their ass a little bit. He may have disrespected them, embarrassed them, so people may have started to feel bad for that person who was bad and make them the victim instead. But let me say why I'm mentioning him, right? See, my father, you got to realize that the angel of death is an angel too. See, God selects certain individuals that are doing the right thing, but they may be handling it a little off based upon that 3D world, right? So from the 3D individuals to see my father reacting and get mad at him, but didn't question why he was doing it in the first place, right? See, God sat there and promoted him to a different position. When he passed away, God was like, listen, I love what you do. I love the fact that you out here ready to defend anybody that's connected to you. I love the fact that you willing to go whatever extent it is to make sure that justice comes in, right? So instead of shunning him, God said, I got the perfect position for you. See, they may not understand why you do the things that you do, but I do. They may not understand that you coming in good faith, that you doing the right things, but I got a position. So anybody who crosses people energetically, oh, my father, that's that hitman. See, my father got to go ahead to handle anybody that's sending black magic in. See, anybody who knows me knows that Tiger don't play about Pootie. So again, energetically, it's off with your head, right? Y'all got certain family members too. Your grandmother could have passed away, your mother, your cousin, so on and so forth. You not even realizing, again, though you physically lost them, you gained a protector instead. See, when they was alive, they was only able to protect you to a certain extent. They, again, power may have been limited. God knew exactly where you was going to, and he knew exactly who he needed to have on his team to protect you too. So therefore, again, there's certain people that in the 3D, their body could have been limited. That granny may not have been able to walk or get around like she wanted to. But now that she passed away, best believe that person across the world that's targeting you is getting handled based upon what she has coming in. See, chosen ones, you have to realize everybody got a position to play. You got to realize that you can't play certain ways with God's children. You could have played that with those karmics. You could have did this to any of that dog shit. But when you tried that shit with a chosen one, you done already ended your story out. You done already erased your character in a sense. You already know, guaranteed, you got an ending or lessons that's about to come in. So they about to see them, right? But we going to talk about a different dynamic too, chosen ones. See, again, some of us, we that cousin that is a scholar in a sense. We stay out of the drama. We not in the streets. We not doing all these things. We stay to ourselves. We do exactly what God tells us to do and nothing else, right? I want you to realize that there's certain karmics that seen you by yourself thought they was going to bully you. See, you may not have had certain family around you that was supporting you. They could have felt like everybody neglected you, abandoned you. They could have felt less about you. They could have sat there and said certain things, but they was looking at through a messed up point of view. What do I mean? See, they didn't realize that you was by yourself because you separated yourself from certain individuals who truly wasn't serving you. They didn't realize that, again, you was by yourself, but you had certain people that was in disguise that were protecting you. See, they seen you by yourself and thought that you was by yourself, but thinking that one was the loneliest number, right? See, we know that it takes one of us, but we got ancestors and we got a God that's backing us. So therefore, again, one may appear like the loneliest number, but you don't know who's all connected to it, right? See, when they seen you on your journey, they was bullying you. You was dressed differently than people that they was connected to. So you may not have been somebody who was trying to be all flashy. You may not have been somebody that was out there trying to rock certain labels. You could have been comfortable with a Hanes. They could have wanted that Gucci. You understand me? They could have been, again, looking at you, thinking less about you based upon the fact that you carried yourself differently than those individuals. They could have looked at you, thought that you was by yourself. Again, they ain't even realized that you was undercover. See, they ain't even realize that who you was connected to. That's almost like those mob ties in a sense. That person that was bullying that person, and no matter how much times we told them, hey, yo, chill on it, they thought that we was weak. They try to fight us. We not with that fighting shit. They thought that we was going to retreat. They didn't even realize that we was trying to warn them, because we knew that once it gets started, it wasn't going to end unless they was ended to a certain extent. That we knew that if this gets started, that it wasn't just going to be about this. Everybody around them was going to get hit too. So we try to keep our composure when it came to them. See, you were starting to realize that a lot of the chosen ones were these hotheads when we were children. We the people that, again, you mess with us, we gonna react to that. You poke at us, we gonna poke your ass back. See, we used to get in trouble and we used to feel like things wasn't justified. We used to be like, yo, that's not fair. They poked us first. See, we was those kids in the sense that was built differently. You know those children who got a little bit more weight to them? See, I ain't talking about physically. You could have been a small child in the sense. I'm talking about chosen ones. You know those kids that's bigger than those individuals that they around, same age as them, but if this person pushes them and they push them back, certain person is getting, you understand, knocked the fuck out type energy. See, you kept getting corrected and you kept feeling like nobody was paying attention. You didn't realize that your hands was heavier than those people that was hitting you. You ain't realize that, again, if you put your mind to it and you really put some power behind that swing, these individuals was going to be messed up. See, you may have grown up always saying, be careful how you hit people, because one hit could take their ass out. That's you. You're not built the same as these individuals. You got spiritual haymakers in a sense. You got them holy hands. So therefore, again, anybody who hits you, you hit them back, that's done. They done. They gonna be in lack. Can't walk right, can't talk right. They dizzy a little bit. Now people talking about you ain't had to do so-and-so like that. Now you looking like the problem and they the victim and they the person who started that shit. But let me get back. There's certain people that, again, seen you by yourself, didn't even realize that you had divine bodyguards around you. So that's some of the bodyguards come in the form of people that you have around you too. That person talk crazy while you're not in the room, they straight shut them down. There's certain individuals that they may not even see or know that they friends with you, that they comfortable saying certain things to, not even realizing that them bringing that person to your attention or you the attention of that person, in a sense, they didn't even realize that you starting to have people see you for your truth. And then based upon the lies and the shit that they started to see, they tried to team up against you. They try to recruit certain people to target you. Not even realizing the same person that they recruited to come and attack you is the same person that now is working on behalf of you. It's the same person that's starting to see them for who they are too. See, they messed up. They thought that the people that they was connected to would no longer ask questions about who they were. They thought that they would continue to go on with the story that they told, but they starting to ask questions. See, they told those people that you was a demon. They told that person that you was a fiend. They told that person that you was evil. They told that person that you was a witch. They told that person all of these toxic things, right? That wasn't had no amount of truth to them. They said all of these things to those people. Had those people coming and watching you. Now people are starting to realize that that person was suffering from impersonation syndrome. Because everything you do, they try to do it too. See, they thought that those individuals was just going to keep attacking you and not asking. Because again, every area that they try to attack you in is currently where they lacking in. See, they have people coming to your page saying some certain foul things. Now their pages is closed down. See, they had certain individuals sending black magic to you to keep certain money from coming through whole time. Now they scraping up for certain change. Energetically, they that got that cup out in a way, trying to get a hint of something, but it's not coming, not now, not never, because of the games that you played. See, there's certain individuals that's starting to see that every time people want to leave them, all of a sudden they talk about so-and-so sick. So-and-so's having issues. Whole time that's them manipulating, trying to keep you locked in. See, you starting to catch on to the games that they play. They mad at you because you know the truth about these individuals, even if you don't know them personally. See, there's some of you that was warning people that you was loved or in love with or connected to about individuals that meant no right by them and was trying to have them lacking. You told them. See, at that time, they could have been mad when you was saying what you was saying. Why? Because one, they was mad at themselves because they didn't see signs and synchronicities too, but chose not to listen. They was trying to run from the message, but God had you relay it to that individual. See, there's some of these individuals that were not willing to accept it until you brought it to their attention. Now they started asking questions. See, that's almost like how they say Red Riding Hood. See, there's some individuals that had people close to them disguising themselves like they were their person. So that karmic was acting like the divine feminine and masculine. They ain't had nothing to divine within them. That mother who was acting like she was a mother, but she was mothering her. That father who didn't play that position, but got enough nerve. So on and so forth, right? See, you seen them for the karmic and the truth that they truly are, but they was disguised as that person's partner or disguised as that person's family, so on and so forth. So until you brought it to their attention, they wasn't asking certain questions. Now, again, think of the Red Riding Hood in a sense, right? All of a sudden, that wolf, which is that karmic, try to dress up like the grandmother, right? Now, again, Red Riding Hood, she went down the road, you understand, to that journey, went to that place, seen where her grandmother was supposed to be asleep at, seen somebody playing that position in a sense, and started asking questions like, hey, yo, granny, what great eyes you had, paws you had, teeth you had. See, you brought certain things to the attention of people that you thought wasn't listening. See, you done told your twin, your soulmate, your true friend, your family, so on and so forth, about people that they was connected to that was in disguise of those individuals. And again, some of you even had certain karmic partners try to dress up like they was your divine feminine and masculine when you was disconnected from them. See, you have to remember, sometimes God will have you separate from them in order to save them, right? So at times you had to walk away from your twin because they may not have been learning their lesson. You could have kept telling them they ain't your friends, they ain't your friends. They phony ass friends could have kept getting them in trouble. So think about when you walking and you trying to warn your people like, hey, yo, those mama said you can't deal with those people, they not your friends. Or that, you want to say your father said that you can't deal with it. You trying to remind them, but in that moment they not paying attention. In that moment, they still listening to that person who's giving them false direction, right? And then soon after, when shit hits the fan, now they coming in and they talking about, yeah, you was right about them. See, some people just got to learn. So there's some people that you separated from right now. It's not for a lifetime. It's not forever. But you have a separation from them so that they can get themselves together. Now they starting to see what you were saying. See, that's why, again, you got to pay attention. You may not realize why you getting called to say what you saying. And even when you saying it, they may not understand why you relaying it because they are not seeing it as that. But just the fact that you brought it to their attention, they'll start, again, acknowledging certain things and noticing certain things, and that's how you save them. See, they started to see like, hey, yo, if you the divine feminine or masculine, how come that this issue keeps happening? If you divine feminine and masculine, why you keep sleeping with all these individuals when you supposed to have a relationship with this person? If you the divine feminine masculine, you're not going to welcome other people in your bedroom Because you know the power. See, I always say this. When you talk to people who's in poly relationships, one, they'll always say, oh, some people, that was your heritage. Heritage of who? Because true gods and goddesses, you got to realize that one individual has everything that a million people, it'll take a million people to have. So you can't sit there and say that you got gods and goddesses on your arm if you entertaining multiple people. Because if you ask somebody who's in a poly relationship, they say, oh, I see this in this person. I like this about that person. I like this about that person. So you like little bits and pieces of all of these things and all these individuals that you connected to. So that's how you know if one person consisted all those things, they wouldn't need more. They'll just need that individual, right? So I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you starting to realize that shit was learned behavior. They talking about kings and queens. That's how they did all of this shit. That's the devil's way of thinking. See, just how people say, and no disrespect to him, but how they say Nick Cannon, he's talking about he's populating the world. Populating them with what? Fucked up cycles? Because you having all these children, because you're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. However, you're not thinking about the fact that you multiplying unhealed seeds, because now you are only one person. You can't be everywhere. So that means that this person is having to sacrifice time for you, because now you got to spend time with that individual. And it ain't like you having all these children with the same person. So now you done built up this household that's going to struggle with feeling like they not enough. This person that feels like you showing favoritism to the other ones. This person that feels lacking for this. So you out here creating all these broken ass homes instead of you actually being on your shit. You thinking backwards. See, chosen ones. People that say, oh, well, only one per, oh, well, fruitful and multiply. Let's go with that, how they say. Again, okay, but women can have multiple children at one time. And God's going to make sure that their body is prepared to birth each of them, feed each of them. So God is going to only allow you to bring in what you're able to take care of to a certain extent, right? So how they say, oh, well, one woman can only have a child, this. No, you need to look that shit up. There's certain women that had 20-something children, 12 children, and guess what? They raised them. They raised their own village. You understand me? So I just had to say that because the devil be getting in certain individuals' ear, promoting certain fuckery. Nah. And if you out here having multiple children with people that you don't even want to be around, then you are now spreading that demonic seed around. So you better see certain shit differently, because you're going to get karmic consequences, because you out here creating cycles instead of getting rid of them. You understand me? We just going to be real. Just because you can have children don't mean that you should have them. But we going to get back to it, chosen ones. I want you to realize that you bringing certain things to their attention. Again, these individuals who are targeting you, they starting to realize that they will never be successful. They thought that they sabotaged you from certain relationships. No, that wasn't true. God had you take a different path to lead you to that same individual. See, you have to realize that there's certain people that was gang stalking you, watching you, going past your house, fucking with your car. You could have had your tire messed up. Your shit could have been ticking a little bit. Whole time it was based upon those people that was jealous of the connection that you energetically were calling in. That there were certain individuals that didn't want to see you succeed and wanted to keep trying to sabotage you, not even realizing that they thought that they was sabotaging you, but God was using those individuals as a lesson to be learned about playing with you. See, when they seen you, say you wanted to start this business, and then all of a sudden you deterred away from it a little bit. You started planting a seed over here. You started planting a seed over there. See, they was rejoicing and celebrating, thinking that they had ended what you had started. They ain't realized God had you planting multiple seeds, because these are the things that you was going to eat off of. Every seed that you planted had a certain season that harvest was going to come in. So you planted the seed for love and was manifesting that in. I want you to realize love may come before that abundance does. Why? Because that's what you prayed to happen. What do I mean? See, before people used you, some people neglected you because you may not have had certain finances for those individuals. There's certain people that didn't see the love in you. They just just seeing you based upon what you can do for them, right? See, you done went through what you went through, and God's making sure that you're not going to go through that again. So you may have planted a seed for love, and that's going to arrive before that business takes off. But does that mean that that business is not going to be successful? No. That means that you know that at a certain time, that harvest is going to start to grow. You planted the seeds necessary. So that's almost like them seeing you start to plant oranges. And then you no longer focus on this. And they like, yeah, see, we got so-and-so to no longer worry about that. Because now they see you planting apple trees. Now they see that you planting green beans, all of these things, right? So they feel like they got you all over the place. Like, yeah, we got so everything that they start, they stop. Every time they start this, we do this energetically and stop them. Shorty, don't you just realize that God has us eating off of multiple harvests? Do you realize that? See, we could have had just the oranges, or we could have had the tomatoes, apples, cucumbers too, the peppers, the lettuce, all of these things. So when they seen you planting multiple seeds, they thought that they had succeeded in sabotaging you. Oh nah, God had us tending to other gardens, because we knew that in due time, in their season, that harvest was going to arise. See, you planted that seed. When you started off, it could have been a little ugly, chosen ones. Because I want you to think about that. When you actually planting a seed, think pertaining to a garden, right? You have to prep that ground first. So in that grass, you got to take a patch out of it, right? Okay, cool. Now you out there hoeing that shit up. Not like these karmics do. You out here pulling certain weeds around, prepping that dirt. So when people ride past, they pointing and laughing at you, talking about what you missing. So-and-so's grass ain't green as ours. So-and-so got that patch in it. But they don't even realize what you doing in a sense. So they laughing about some backward shit. But they watched you. You was in the field again. God showed you a quick glimpse. Told you exactly what you needed to do to prep your surroundings in a sense. So that's what you was taking care of. It was raining outside. You was still in that garden. You was, again, you may have looked a little dirty. You may have looked a little dusty. So from the outside looking, from the inside looking out, they was talking certain things about you. Like, yo, look how they dress. Look what they doing. Look how they do. All of these things, right? They was assuming. They ain't know what you was doing, but they just seen you out there, again, had a patch in your grass, thought that you was in lack. Didn't even realize what you was preparing certain things for, right? So keep going, chosen ones. You sat there and planted that seed. Again, you had originally that dirt patch in a sense. You planted that seed, something so small so they didn't even see when you had did it, right? They just seen you out there moving, laughing, talking about what so-and-so doing, laughing at you. Because again, you could have looked dusty. You could have been out there in the elements. It could have been raining, sunshine, all of that. You still out there, right? Okay, cool, but you still got the attention of these individuals. They spending their day in the AC out there looking at you, right? Okay, cool. You planted that seed. So what's the next thing that you had to do? As certain things started to grow, you had to weed certain things out too. See, I want you to realize there's certain individuals that were connected to you that you had to weed out. You had to remove them, because what do weeds do but weigh down that harvest in a sense, or try to outgrow that food. It tries to strip all that nutrients and shit from the things that you have coming in. So therefore, you had to weed out certain things. You had to look at them distinctly. You had to make sure that that's a weed, or is that your produce? Or is that a weed? Or is that tomato starting to come through? You had to look, right? See, that's equivalent to you looking real carefully to the people that you have coming in. Why chosen ones? Just because they knew doesn't mean that that's the person for you. You could be so focused on letting go of the past that you start attracting somebody who's just in lack like them. Somebody who has similarities like them, but just dress up a little different. You understand me? So just because it's new doesn't mean that it's for you. You're going to have multiple options, but it's up for you to learn your lessons. See, before you could have weeded out something that would have been progressive for you. Before you could have walked away from somebody that you divinely were called to. Before you could have gave up that opportunity because so-and-so couldn't go with you. Before you could have had that job proposition you or put you in a position that was going to be beneficial for you, but you didn't see yourself being successful, so you self-sabotage you. See, you had to look, because before you could have picked up something and plucked it away that should have stayed, or you could have had something stay that again was a weed in a sense, and you had to later down the line find out that you needed to get rid of it, right? So hear me out. Not only did you have to prep that ground in, but That's you preparing your mind, body, and soul with your alignment. But preparing that great grass so that again was you healing from past circumstances, letting go what wasn't serving you, seeing the truth about certain individuals. You had to weed out certain things that again was called themselves attaching towards you, trying to grow in the soul as you, but again wasn't going to bring out the same outcome. Now, after you weed it, what do you have to do? You gotta make sure that again, outside of continue to pluck away, because I want you to think, just because you weed it once doesn't mean that you ain't got to weed it again, right? Because in due time, what you going to see? Okay, more rain come, that's when more weeds come around. That's like more abundance come to you, more attention come to you, more recognition come to you. Now all of a sudden, all these little sprouts are starting to peek up around you. Not only is it the seeds that you planted starting to sprout through, but these individuals that again are trying to use that water that's coming to you, that abundance that's coming through. They trying to, again, connect themselves and grow some benefits pertaining to the things that you have coming in, so you're going to have to pay attention. Continue to weed it out, right? Okay, cool. So not only that, chosen ones, right? I want you to realize this. Not only do you have to, again, continue to weed certain things out, you have to what? Provide certain sunlight and attention to them. Water it, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I want you to think about that, chosen ones. If this individual, again, watering it with affirmations. I know I'm successful. I know I'm aligned. I am loved. I'm happy. I know I'm aligned with my path and position. You out here speaking affirmations. That's that water and attention, right? That sunlight is you acknowledging it. You are the light. So you, again, acknowledging it. That's it. You have to water it, speak life into it. So think about your plants too. See, I'm a plants mom as well, right? So what does that mean? I'm speaking to my plants and I'm going to start seeing them grow. You start to speak to your plants, they're going to grow where they hear you at, right? So they start growing over here, start growing over there. See, that's the same pertaining to you. Some of you done planted that seed, ain't water it, ain't acknowledge it, ain't speak no life into it, ain't sit, you understand? You ain't do none of these things, chosen ones. But you are thinking that you're going to have an outcome. You think that you about to have certain things come in, but you ain't put no work into it. How that work? You can't just plant the seed and let it be. Nah, you got to pay attention. Come back to it. Oversee it. Speak life into it. Water it. Give that sunshine. You understand me? You got to protect it from the elements. So that means if it's cold outside, you making sure that it's nice, warm, and cozy, right? See, think about this. If you know it's going to be cold and there's frost that's going to be out there, what do? They cover it. So if you know that there's people that's going to be hating on you, disrespecting you, mad that you made it to where you're going to, people that's going to try to, again, do certain things, you got to protect it in a little bit, right? You got to cover it, right? You cover it with prayers. Prayers of protection. Huh? Praying over it. Praying for protection. I am divinely protected. I am divinely respected. I am loved. I am light. I am protected, mind, body, and soul. I remove any negativity from my energy. Huh? What you mean? Speak life into it. Clear it out. But again, those people that was talking stuff about you, because when they see you outside, they seen you out there in the dirt. It was raining, you was out there in the mud. The sun was beaming down, you was out there again building certain things up. They didn't see no progress at that time, so they thought that you was not gonna have it. Now again, you was waiting for that season. So you know in the back of that seed pack where it says you gotta plant this seed by this time, and this is when it's gonna come in. See, the corn may come in before the tomatoes do. The cucumbers may come in before this does. So on and so forth. Each has a season, right? And that's what they starting to realize. Your season has arrived. So you're about to get certain things. Now, what do I mean? See, remember when I told y'all this tax season? And when I said tax time for the chosen ones, meaning all that work that you put in, now you claimed it in a sense just like you do for your taxes. And you got to wait for that little waiting period for it to be deposited on your card or for that check to come in through the mail. That's what you doing now. When you know during text time how everybody want to pop up. So-and-so now wants to be a family guy now. Oh, you miss your family. Oh, this person. Oh, hey, cuz, you ain't called me in a while. But now that those texts is about to hit, now you remember what my number is. Ain't that crazy? Oh, hey, friend, you get your taxes. Yeah, how much you get back? Oh, now you got all these questions. See, you ain't asked me how I was doing. You ain't asked me if I was good. But now that you know certain things coming in, now you want to sit there and, again, give you recognition. See, I told y'all, this y'all's text time. All that work that you put in, how they say nothing in life is free. That's true, chosen ones. Even the things that you have coming in for you, chosen ones, you had to do work in order to earn what you get. So that person who is out there willing to give you certain money, and you like, nah, I don't trust that. You gonna give me this money for nothing? But you not remembering a few years ago when you seen somebody and they was struggling and you offered certain finances to them and they didn't want to accept that shit, but you again told them, nah, really take it, and they accepted it. Now you got that repayment coming back and you scared to accept it, but you didn't realize that you are what you attract. So therefore all those blessings is finally coming in and you trying to turn them down, but you earn and deserve them. Huh? You not really. So in life, nothing is free because everything you get and you earn. But you trying to turn it down because you think a gimmick comes with it. Nah, it's the things that you did. Oh, this person that's complimenting you, speaking life into you. How was that crazy when you did the same thing to another individual? So if you know God said the energy that you put out is going to be received, why are you scared to receive certain things when you know that you did certain things to get that? You got to know, you allowing your past circumstances of never being acknowledged, never being appreciated. You have to realize, didn't you just say foul shit about nobody ever accepted you, nobody ever loved you, nobody ever gave to you? Now, you doing that to you too. So you letting what those past people failed to do keep you from getting certain things that God's now trying to gift you with because what so-and-so didn't do, but this person is? Stop limiting you. You talking about how nobody ever loved you, but you got this person every day talking about 1,000,001 things that they love about you, but you downplaying it. Because the person who hurt you didn't say that. You got to close those doors out. Y'all looking for closure. Close that shit yourself. You waiting for, that's almost like you laying on the couch and, hey, y'all letting the flies in. And you keep calling to that person, but they already all out the door. They already got the walk-in. So are you going to keep hollering from that person, hoping that they hear you to come back and close that door? Or are you going to get your ass up, close the door, and be good? Huh? Which one? Huh? I don't understand it. How you going to complain about things that you don't got? Or what? You understand? But when God tries to give it to you, you don't want it. No. Every time, if somebody say you love, I'm not asking you, you don't really love me, do you? No, I know you love me. I'm looking at myself as, yeah, if I am love, I'm going to attract love. So I'm not going to question if this person truly loves me. You may not be in love with me, but I know that there's something that you love about me. You understand me? Because that's not no cockiness. That's confidence. There's a difference between arrogance and confidence. Confidence is, I know who God made me to be, and I'm being that authentically. So therefore, again, me being a good person, I'm going to attract good people. I'm not going to sit there and feel, no, what I look like. You understand me? So there's certain people that say, humble yourself. What? That's the devil talk. You think I'm going to be quiet about all these things that God's bringing into my life? All these opportunities, times that I didn't know I was going to survive, and I survived that. Things that could have ended me, but it ended up putting me in a position to give back to you. I'm not going to be quiet about that. The devil want me to be silent about God and his No. God knew what he was doing when he was mixing you up. Yeah, confidence. Somebody, just imagine, if you had the confidence that you had now, way before you knew you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. God knew what he was doing. He trained you for the power that you contain. Because think about when you was a hothead, you was reacting to everything. You would have used that power for way less good than what you are doing now. Think about when you really get mad and you speak certain things, and that's how it starts to turn out. So imagine had you knew you had the power that you do now, you wouldn't have been you. You understand me? That was way before you knew you. So think of what you would have did. You would have been giving your power to these social ass individuals. That's almost like giving the devil God's gun. That's what you would have been doing. So you had to wait to know exactly who you are, exactly how your name rings bells, exactly how to manifest certain things. You understand me? How to propel or repel certain things too. You had to learn it. That was training day. So those people were sending black magic to you, but had they never sent it, you wouldn't know how to end it. And now look at you telling other people how they can remove certain black magic from them as well. You had to go through that. If you never knew about it or went through it, you wouldn't know how to do it. For instance, again, I always say this. When I was younger, right, our electric used to get cut off. That used to be the roughest time for my mother. She felt bad about herself, but that was the most fun time for me at that time because I was camping in the house. Shit, I had my little forts up. It was dark. Had the little, you understand, food and sandwiches on ice. Had the little flashlights. Like, it was fun. We could even stay outside later because it was dark outside and dark in the house too. So it was, you understand me? It was a good situation there for me. But that trained me for other things. I ain't never been camping, but I know if I go camping, I know what to do. I know how to, again, have that ice pack, how that's going to extend the time and the life for certain food. I know how to start that fire. I know how to build a fort. You understand me? I know how to shower when that water could be cut off, or if it's cold, I know how to boil it. See, I done been through certain shit. So if those circumstances ever got encountered again, I know how to handle it. See, instead of me getting my electric cut off this time, it's because, we chose to go camping. Or if a storm came and knocked out the electricity, I still know what to do and I still can handle it, right? So it's like what you went through was preparing you for things that you're going to encounter. And you could tell people too, shit, it's a storm warning. Everybody's electric's off. You like, hey, yo, let's put some shit on the grill. You understand me? Or if you got a gas stove, you know how to hit that shit, have that shit light a little bit and you still cooking it. Man, listen. There's certain things that those people that are used to having everything handed to them didn't put no work in. Half the time it's these karmics, because who are these karmics but the people of these devil descents? What do I mean? Because I told you. Remember when I said that back in the day, we all know that the devil once was God's right-hand man? That the devil used to look a certain type of way, had an attraction to him? Then all of a sudden he got mad because he had to put work in order to receive certain things. And he told people, man, shit, I'm sick of working. I'm sick of having to do this to get that. See, we ain't even got to do all of that. We can just get it by without putting no work in. Some people like, oh, devil, shut up and just do what you're supposed to do. Other people started to allow the devil to get them hyped too. Like, man, yeah, you right. The devil's like, hey, yo, we should form a group. God's like, hey, yo, what happened? The devil said what he said. God was like, matter of fact, you take whoever you want that agrees with you. You don't want to put no work in. You want to be out here doing that? Okay, cool. Go do what you do. See, the devil got earth. How they say earth is the devil's playground? Okay, cool. So the devil sat there and got his group. God was like, listen, you got a timeline, certain time to do what you do. Whoever wants to go with you, cool, go ahead and do that. But when y'all leave, don't think that you coming back. Are you sure? They like, yeah. See, certain people was leaving with their partner. They got persuaded by their partner. So that's that feminine, that your partner is out there in the streets, in a sense, doing dumb shit, having you ride along with them, knowing that if you get caught with that shit in the car, you getting jammed up too. So I think about your baby father, baby mother that could have had some type of power restricted over you, had you doing certain things that you knew wasn't good for you, but you just followed along because you ain't want to see them react. Like, oh, nah, I don't want you to be upset. No, so-and-so's going to get mad if we do that. Oh, your mother's going to get mad. So there's certain people that went with the devil who didn't want to go, but the people that they was connected to went with him, so they went too, right? So guys like, all right, cool, who went? Oh, Miss Murray went. Oh, Josh went. Oh, James went too. Oh, Charles, you went. He started seeing, right? But this is what God did. He seen how reluctant so-and-so was when they was leaving with them. So God was like, hey, yo, listen, I need my chosen ones. Matter of fact, let me get a little group. God was like, listen, so-and-so didn't really want to go. So this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to go in disguise. And anybody who decides that they don't want to go no more with them, don't want to live that life like them, I want you to give them an opportunity to come back, right? They was going to come with you. So chosen ones, when I say family is not always your family who you born into, it's often who you led to, because half the time you come back to help break that cycle that so-and-so's in. So in order for you to be accepted, you had to disguise yourself in a sense as one of them. So that's that, oh, that's your mother. Oh, that's your granny. That's your uncle. Whatever the case may be, you had to disguise yourself like them in a sense for them to accept you, so you was an undercover boss. If you came out looking like the CEO, they would have knew exactly what it is. They wouldn't have did what they did in front of you then. They wouldn't have shown their truth about them, right? So God was like, you the undercover boss. See, you got all the tools within you. See, when God sent you here, he wasn't sending you empty-handed. You had a personal GPS within you. That's that camera system that all times you knew what was going on around you. That's your intuition. God was like, so-and-so's salty with you. So-and-so's sad. So-and-so's mad. You was picking up on their energy in a sense, intuitively, right? That was your superpower. That's what God put in you. That was, again, that's that wiring in a sense, right? All right, cool. See, not only that, God was like, you got the GPS, so you gonna be cool. You never lost. I got you. I'm guiding you. You like, all right, cool. God gave you certain protection as well. Like, yeah, this may look like a regular shirt, but this shit right here, something hit it, it's going to repel it. See, I don't know about you, but when I was younger, we used to learn about indigenous groups, right? How they used to use certain silk that if those arrows go in, it kept it from clipping into their body. Instead, it flung back out to a certain extent or was able to remove. See, okay, stay with me, right? So chosen ones, at that point in time, right? Again, God sat there and packed certain things on you. To them, it looked like a regular shirt, but that shit had some power to it. Oh, this looked like a regular vest, but that was bulletproof. See, that was the protection that God surrounded you with. You wasn't clothed the same as these individuals. Your shit may not have seemed like it was flashy, but that shit was flame proof. That shit, you understand me? It had some power to it. So again, let me tell you. So you came back again, undercover boss in a sense. See, some of y'all then forgot who you are when you got that 60 days in. See, what do I mean? See, some of you know that show 60 days in, right? Where that person goes in and really they supposed to bring light to what's happening. Instead, they start to end up like those inmates that's in there. They start running the pod. They start acting all tough. They start doing all this shit, right? They forgot who they was. They forgot, hey, baby, we here on a mission. What are you doing? We here, listen, you out here trying to be like the mob boss right now. Like, what's going on? You understand me? Like, do you remember what our task is? That's God keep reminding you, like, hey, yo, you out here acting like a karmic. You ain't no karmic. Like, remember who the fuck you are. You try to survive in that shit, but you ain't got to do what they do. You can observe as they doing them. You getting too caught up. You out here for that karmic, you acting like it's really love. You huffing and puffing, got the Roscoe nose crying and shit because you don't want to let go. Guys like, hey, yo, that's not your shorty. Like, do you forget about that? That's the karmic. That's not your love. You done laid up and had a baby with him. That's almost like shorty on 60 days and she done started a relationship with this motherfucker. She out here telling secrets to jeopardize other people. That's what some of the chosen ones did. They laid up with these karmics and created and ended up becoming their ass. And laid up and had babies with them. Huh? Now telling all the secrets to everybody else. Like, yeah, you know, God sent a few of us in. He sent some of us in. Yeah, we got this on us. The devil caught wind of that. The devil got excited like, hey, yo, God said, because at this point in time, the devil's struggling. The devil would have promised these people that they ain't had to work for nothing that they get. The people didn't even realize that they had to put work in, which was go and finesse these other individuals in order to get shit. So when the devil said you ain't got to work for nothing, he said because you could snatch somebody else's shit and have it. He was saying you can steal this person's abundance. You can rob this person. You can rob them for that. That's how they was not going to be in lack. But they still had to put work in on that scamming shit in order to get certain work. So you know those scammers that you see and you like, yo, you out here scamming. You could have really started a real business. You out here doing a Ponzi scheme when really you got certain business aspects to you. You understand where you like, hey, yo, you could have just did the right thing. You out here doing the most when Could have just did that shit right? But, and excuse me, because you know I still got that cold, but listen. So all of a sudden, chosen one was talking too much, got comfortable, was laid up, told on everybody else, just sat there and sacrificed everybody else's life, in a sense, to be laid up with this karmic and forgot that they was on a mission. So they done had babies with the motherfuckers out here. Oh, we can't leave the faith. That's not your baby. Sir, do you remember the mission that you on? You talking about you can't leave your family? What? Do you remember who you are? Like, you out here, again, 60 days in, you now 10 years in because you've been in a long-ass toxic relationship with them. Like, do you guys remember who you are, baby? You on a mission. So with that being said, again, God sent y'all down on that mission, chosen ones. I always tell you, some of us are the names that they read in scriptures, chosen one. They don't know how that reincarnation works, but we're going to talk about it. But let me get back to it, right? See, the karmics that they with, they could have looked all dressed all beautiful, dressed like they well equipped, but they dealing with some sirens, in a sense, that can speak certain sweet things in order to call them in. Out here swaying their tail, their ass back and forth in order to get certain masculines. They out there again saying all the right things in order for you to turn around and go in the wrong direction. And the closer that you get to them, you start to see the truth about them too. You start to realize that that shit that once looked like it was beautiful was just an illusion to you. That person that was out here telling you this idea was really trying to end you. That person that was, again, had that Jezebel spirit within them was just trying to deter you. You starting to see certain things clearly, like, something ain't right. If it ain't right, it gotta get left. You starting to see them sirens was calling you in. That shit sounds sweet, had a good beat to it, almost like that Doja Cat shit. See, one thing the devil knows how to do is use certain beats or music or material shit to get the attention. See, I want you to think, some of y'all have kids. I want you to think about Moana, right? When that big ass lobster, whatever the case may be, was using shiny things to attract certain fish that, again, it looked real shiny at the top, only to get certain things attention as it swim in, it grabbed them. That's what these karmics was doing. They was dressed to impress. Had their ass out, swaying it around, had certain labels all on them, had certain money that they was showing, all of these things, right? Just in order for you to get close enough to try to grab you, to try to end you. See, chosen ones, oh nah. We something like Moana in a sense. See, they may have thought that it was an easy come up whole time. You ain't even realize that we was the distraction. They ain't even realize, chosen ones, that we was out there in the field for real. That no matter what they did in the dark, we was going to use our light to reveal it. See, that's why they salty. That's why they upset. How they say they would have got away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. That's you, chosen ones. We God's chosen ones. We his children. So, yeah, when certain shit don't be seen right and people in the dark, oh, nah, we use our light to reveal it. Like, hey, yo, this is what it is. Oh, you scared of that? Man, let me tell you this. Oh, you scared of shorty sending black magic? Let me tell you what black magic is. Words with intentions behind it. So you didn't have people doing black magic on you since you was in your youth, because what are lies too? Words with intentions behind it. To try to lie on you to change the view of other people and how they perceiving you, right? That's magic. So you've been dealing with it since a lifetime. If you understand, since you was a child, but just because it's this person that's acting like they hocus pocus now, you out here feeling like what they do to you is going to impact you. Bitch, if you don't go ahead, mira, you're not going to win this, baby. I'm trying to tell you, like, look me in my eye when I tell you this, because they out there screenshotting pictures of you, putting it in jars and shit. Listen, when I'm trying to tell you, it's not, this ain't what you want, baby. When I tell you that, you're going to get your feelings hurt. That we've been sparing you because we like, listen, you know not what you do. Chill out. But they acting big bad. Oh, that's that almost like beyond scared straight in a sense. Oh, you really think you hard? You really think you built like that? Okay, cool. We going to see. We is not what you used to. We are not those karmics. You do not want those problems. We've been giving you warning. See, we the trumpets in a sense. And I told you, chosen ones, you speaking your truth. It's like that biblical symbol of the trumpets, where they say the trump, you're going to hear the trumpets before God comes through. We out here warning you, us speaking our truths, like, hey, yo, chill out what you doing. Because them trumpets, that's us telling you the truth. Because we know how God's about to move about us. It's about to be a wrath felt. You understand me? And now you want us to feel bad for you. Now you sniffling and snotting, rocking back and forth. But that's what you wanted for us. See, nobody had to go through that had you not conjured that shit up. See, you was out here playing in certain graveyard dirt, was you? Well, baby, while you was out here playing in the graveyard dirt, did you dig your hole for your body too? Because I'm already telling you, energetically, these individuals are already dead. And they was dead the first time that they tried some of that dark shit. Do you know who our Father is? Do you know who my father... I ain't talking... See, my father who, you understand, brought me into this realm this lifetime, that's like my stepfather in a sense. And I can tell you, both of them don't play about me. So again, it's off with your head. That's why some of these individuals, no disrespect, because some of them have health issues where they don't have a neck, but some of them that's out here looking like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, they ain't got no neck in a sense. Some of them don't got a neck because they got that shit cut off. And they past lifetime for this same shit. When I say off with their head, that's what I'm talking about in the sense that, again, karmic consequences. Now, they have health issues. We not talking about you. But there's some individuals, there's some truth to it. They already got 5D. They already done. What you thought? We gave you warnings. So that's why it's like, don't even argue with a corpse because they did already. They sent black magic to you, death magic. They did. First, everybody around them's going to lose their life so that they get reminded on the actions. Then what happens? They last. That's that final destination. What we supposed to do? Nobody had to go through it had you not did it. Because I told you, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's only transferred and transformed. So the fact that you conjured that shit up, it got to go somewhere. It ain't going to go to the chosen one. It's going back to you. You now caused your own death based upon you sending that death to other individuals. Flat out. There's some of you, you try to do money spells on them to keep their business from booming. Okay, cool. See, that person just had to stay on their path and do what God guided them to do. So God was like, keep working. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what they saying. Because in the end, that's almost like that good burger in a sense. They try to promote bigger burgers and try to take the attention, but the real remains the same. The trends come and go, but that real remains the same. So you kept your work ethic up. You kept working in a sense. And guess what? As they destroyed themselves, guess what you do? Have your true tribe coming right in. It's what you thought. You shouldn't have started that shit. See, we kept telling you to chill when you thought that we was being cocky. You thought that we was being, you understand all of these things. We was trying to give you pre-warnings. Stop. Those individuals who sent black magic, I can tell you now, those people who sent black magic to me and my children, baby, again, I say this, mira, baby, you dead. You done. I don't play energetically, but those people who mess with my twin too, no matter the distance between us, we still tapped in, so you getting ended too. Those people that did certain sex magic, baby, we on your ass. You try to block their finances. Everybody that's in here right now, I promise you, I pray on behalf of you. You come to me, best believe I'm making sure my energy comes for those individuals that's trying to stop you. I'm not playing, not no games. You heard me. I ain't got to conjure no shit up. All I got to do is call judgment on you. I know how God's going to ride about us. You understand me? So you better be cautious of who you speaking about, because if those individuals tend to speak out, what we speak is what you start to see. You better know that. See, I told y'all we the real genies. They got to play in magic. We are magical. You understand me? So we make dreams come true. They talking about, I wish you would. It's already on its way to you. We ain't got to do shit. What you thought? All right. We the real genies. You rub us the right way. Hey, baby, what you, huh? And I ain't just talking about physically. I'm talking about energetically, too. Like, baby, you intelligent. I like you. I got you. You love. I love that. You understand me? What? We the genie. What you want? You said that you want drama to get away from you? We make that come true, but it may come in the form of us telling you the truth about those individuals that you connected to. You talking about you wish that it was us and that it wasn't them. You wish that you was with us and not them. But we making dreams come. Huh? What you talking about? What you want? What you want? Huh? You want love and light? I got that. What you want? Oh, you want protection, baby? You protected. What happened? Tell me something now. Anything that they say, what they seek is what we speak. That's what they start to see. So what you want, baby? We make dreams come true. And the difference is how they say we ain't got to be all up in your camera. We ain't got to be, again, front and center. All we got to do is speak it. That's what you going to see then. So what's happening? Rub us the right way. What's that mean? Again, you be in love, I got you on that love. I'm going to match you. I'm going to match you. I'm going to bring it. What you want? You want protection? You want acknowledgement? You want attention? What you want? Abundance? Baby, I got that. I got you. You with me. Our cards is never getting declined. See, what they not realizing that we are the wealth. We got that wealth inside. So it's almost like that chip shit, baby. We ain't got to do that. We got that shit within us. We walk in again. Everything's taken care of. See, they may say, oh, so-and-so ain't got money, baby. But those morals that we had for that years is the same reason that we not going to be in lack. See, what you did for somebody else is now going to come back. And best believe I've been putting that work in. So our card is good. We certainly great. What you want? Oh, you want this? Cool. We going to go there. It's taken care of. See, some of y'all don't realize that, again, your wealth is within you, not on you. That's some shit that other people can't get to. They can dress up as you, but again, when they go to slide that card, decline. Some of them gonna get caught out in real time, out here trying to fraud like they divine feminine or masculine. You not good. You not good at every area that you go to. That shit's within. Come on now. That wealth, we do. It's good. You can have whatever you like. I promise you that. So how they the dream chasers, in a sense. We the individuals that, again, we bring dreams into reality. What you want? What you want? Oh, you want that real love? I got that. What you want this? Okay, cool. But those karmics, we going to give you what you want too. And it may not be favorable to you. Oh, you wanted somebody to be dead? Oh, it's going to be your ass and the people around you instead. Oh, you wanted somebody's pockets to be crazy or done? Now you ain't got no bread, trying to limit to somebody else's. You better be cautious of who you... Come on now. I tell y'all, who you entertain as well is the channel or frequency that you on. So you know those TikTokers that be like, hey, yo, click the link in my bio and they'll give you a promo code. So when you go to that other site, they get a portion. You understand? They get acknowledged. So I want you to realize this. Whoever that you connected to and pay attention to, that's the frequency that you have coming in. So if you out here entertaining false individuals, evil individuals, people that are out here frauding, committing fraud, doing all these things, right? You gonna get held accountable for it. You understand me? See, again, it's almost like if you click on their page, then they get a piece of your energy in a sense. So if y'all on Doja Cat shit, she very demonic. She very demonic. Was she initially like that? No, but she allowed it to take over. She demonic, right? Now, shit, the thing is, like, them beats be good, but bitch, I can't even enjoy that, right? But hear me out. Every time you click on her page, to the devil, she gets paid. She done got you to put your light and tune in. So you clicked on her page in a sense and used her code, which is her page, as that promotion to promote that dark shit, right? So now you entertaining, you watching that video, you talking about, oh nah, there ain't no way that you can go around it. Just like the City Girls, when she was talking to Terry Joe, and they was talking about, he said he loved Jesus, and they talking about, nah, they don't love Jesus. They telling you flat out. So there ain't nothing that you could try to act like you don't know. You can't go to God and say, oh, nah, when God said, why you was still entertaining them or talking to them or listening to their shit or watching them, and you talking about, oh, you didn't know, but you got the signs and synchronicities for that shit. Intuitively, you knew. But you try to act like you ain't know no better when God was already showing you and this person was showing their truth too. They done wore out all these fucking horns on their head and you talking about you ain't know that they was demonic. They done told you that they don't rock with God, but you still acting like they divinely aligned because you want to play their music right now. Fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. They get a piece of your energy, everybody that you click on. So be cautious of who you clicking into. Because there's false prophets out here as well. People that's acting like they have the ability to guide you. Where are they leading you to? Because God's not leading them, so therefore, where are they leading you to then? Huh? They talking about they leading you to God, and God ain't had no hand in what they got going on right now. You hear me? You gotta realize the devil knows how to recite certain scriptures too. See, you know the chosen ones because the things that they reciting are things that's in the scripture, but they ain't even read yet. They don't even know. See, I told you. God, I'm a spiritual individual. I believe in God heavy. You heard me. But I can't call myself a Christian, a Baptist. I'm not Muslim. I'm all of these things in a sense. Spiritual means that you can connect to anybody in their background. Why? Because I know my God, maybe your job, maybe their Allah, but when we describe them, we talking about the same thing. And I always give this example. That's like you talking to somebody, you like, yeah, because, you know, Raymond was out there acting crazy. They like, Raymond? Who the fuck is Raymond? And you like, you know Raymond. They like, man, who is Raymond? You like, man, shorty do look like this, da-da-da-da. They like, oh, you talking about Ray? Yeah. They like, oh, well, shit, I call him Raymond. Yeah, Ray. The other person like, Ray. Who the fuck is Ray or Raymond? You break them down. You know the person, da-da-da. They like, oh, you talking about Ramon. When we describe who we talking about, it's the same thing, right? So when we say God, the creator of all, the person who spreads love and prosperity around, abundance, whatever you send out is what comes to you. When we describe this individual, we talking about the same individual, right? So why the fuck don't get caught up in the name? Just like your people call you Pootie, they call you this, they call you that. You understand? We talking about the same person. It's a different nickname. You heard me? So with that being said, there's some of you, and I can speak for myself. Every time I try to get past the scripture and start reading Genesis, I will always be like, have to restart. Like, why am I not? Now all of a sudden I'm realizing the things that I speak are things that people can say this was in a scripture. And that was confirmation for me, because I ain't realized that the same insight God was providing me, he didn't already have written down in a sense. So other people can say, hey, yo, there's a scripture, so-and-so that relates to it. God provides you the knowledge. There's certain information that you had that you ain't got to read up on nothing to know about it. You ain't have to research this. You ain't have to study that. That intuitively was instilled in you. You got that power in a sense. You understand me? So, chosen ones, there's certain things that's within you that cannot be learned. There's certain things that no matter how they try to be you, they can't beat you. You know how many people, no disrespect, try to impersonate me? Not just people who try to act like me, but people who was doing similar things as me that try to use what I said to try to make it seem like they had that message as well. I at first used to get irritated because I used to see how many people used to send all this bread. I'm like, yo, stop letting them scam you. I'm talking about 500 here, 250 there. I used to be like, yo, stop letting people play in your energy. The profit shit, that money shit don't matter. It's the fact that you letting them play in your energy. Like, stop doing that, right? I used to get irritated. But I never got irritated about somebody in the same line of work as me because I know what I'm able to do. I know that there's only one, a touch of Badu, no matter who has that name too. I know that I see this and nobody can see me in that. You understand me? So the same pertaining to you, you got to be confident in what you do. Yes, there's going to be a million people who try to imitate you, do what you do, but your work itself, your light itself is going to speak for itself. The real is going to be able to relate. While the trends come and go, the real's going to remain the same. So you got to be so confident in what you do. Again, we said that similar to that recipe in a sense. You can give them all the ingredients, but if they don't do it at the right timing, they're not going to get the same outcome as you. You done sat there and cooked that food with love. They didn't try to rush to feed certain individuals. You understand me? Come on now. You one of one, even if you were born as a twin. You could have been in the same stomach as the person, but still had so many differences than them. You one of one, chosen ones. That shit don't hit the same. You understand me? I'm trying to tell you. There's certain individuals, again, feeling a certain type of way based upon the fact that God selected you. God protected you. God put you in a position where you're going to lie yourself on the line in order for individuals to get to where you going to and made it to. You understand me? See, the difference is you lie yourself there for other individuals to get across. Other people spread lies on you in order to, again, take certain attention that's short. See, we not the same, baby. We not the same. But know that everything that they did is coming back to them. I'm trying to tell you, the people that you could have used to go to for money to assist you that was speaking certain limitations on you. Now they don't even have money. Now the money's coming in your hands. So instead of you asking them, can you borrow this? Now they looking at you instead. I'm trying to tell you, the last is first and the first is last. They only was first because they try to rush. There was no longevity that came with it. So all that work that you put in, that's work that you got earned. Now that abundance is coming in, prosperity is coming in, you planted those seeds, now you about to eat up off of them. But what's one thing you have to do? You gotta wait for it's right. Some of you, again, just like tax time in a sense, where you done already filed that, so you know what's coming back to you, you know what you about to get, but now you gotta wait for that shit to hit your card or that check to come in your mail. You get impatient while you waiting. I understand that. But you know that you not broke. Even if you don't got money in your pocket right now, you know that what's coming into you. You know what's coming in for you. You know what's about to be deposited into your, you understand me? Your account, your tank, so on and so forth. So you are not broke. You understand me? You waiting. That's it. So just like that harvest in a sense. Yeah, you start to see them tomatoes come in, but you still got to wait for it's ripe in order for you to take a bite out of it, right? I'm telling you, all your dreams is coming through, chosen one, so be very positive. But just know that there's certain individuals that are energetically still trying to sabotage you. But at this point in time, you're no more sparing them. It's no more saving them. Now, they didn't made a bid. Now they going to have to lay in it. You understand me? So, again, any karmics that's attacking you, I promise you, I'm praying nothing but protection over you, your children too. Again, anybody who's praying you out of these relationships, call themselves trying to keep you from your divine feminine and masculine, best believe y'all had to take a different road, but y'all still reconnecting. You took those back roads in a sense. See, again, I told y'all this, right? Before I get up off here. You know how if your tags ain't right, or your insurance might not be, or whatever the case may be, sometimes you still need to get places. Right now, I'm not condoning this, but I can speak on past experience. Back in the day, when I had to make a decision, well, is that insurance getting paid? Is that shit, you understand? So you riding dirty a little bit, in a sense, right? Now, what you gotta do? You like, damn, if I take this main road, I know the boys is gonna be here. I might get stuck in this light, and then somebody get behind me. So you out here thinking things differently. Then you like, I'm gonna take the back roads, right? See, the back roads, you know that you can duck off and in, that there's less traffic that's coming behind, and you understand, most likely not somebody gonna be behind you, so on and so forth, right? See, there's certain karmics that was so on your heels, you ain't realize it at the time. See, you may not have realized you was getting watched by certain individuals. You didn't realize that certain people was gang stalking you, sending black magic to you, paying practitioners to play in your energy of you and your children, sending chaos spells towards you, trying to create certain issues for you. So, again, you had to sit there and, again, duck off a little bit, take that back road. Here, they felt like because they ain't see you, that you wasn't moving. Because they didn't see you out there, they thought that you was losing. Whole time you was still moving, but you was moving a different route, right? A more safer one. You understand me? See, these karmics are starting to realize now you finally have your abundance up. You finally got your insurance right. So what they about to do? See you pop out in real time. So they thought because you was riding the back roads in a sense, being very quiet about your moves, you wasn't telling them what you was doing, you ain't telling them who you was connected to, they was assuming certain people was for you. They thought that you had gave up on your twin, thought that you wasn't going to be connected with your soulmate, thought that you wasn't going to get that job position, thought that you wasn't going to move. Whole time they ain't realized God had you take a different route because he knew what they was trying to do. It's a wrap for y'all. Do you know in order to stop us, you was going to have to stop us from even being born? Don't you realize that you fucked up because you ain't know what type of time God and our ancestors is on? Don't you know that we mob tied for real, so we ain't even got to do certain things. People going to do it for us. And I ain't talking about how y'all try to get people to put prices on our head and y'all still going to go out before us. You still cut your life short for trying to play with us. That you still try to hide the money, but we still found it. Do you know that? Do you know that you about to see us win? Do you know that same person that you try to keep us from, we about to pop out with their ears? Do you realize that we about to be posting those pictures and you about to be upset because when it was your turn, you was flexing some lies, but we flexing the truth around this shit? Do you realize that the money that we have coming in, we ain't have to do no scams, no PPP loans, that shit? We actually handle business. See, y'all was out here PPP loan, getting money for a business that you had no business in. Frauding. See, nah, we really put that work in. We really established. See, we may have took longer, but we good. You heard me. So I hope you know that, chosen ones. These karmics about to watch you. See, you may have had to watch your twin in a relationship with them and they tried to keep them from you. Now they about to watch you return back to that individual and realize that you're going to get a different side of them than they did because they didn't know what they had in a sense. See, what do I mean? See, think of a toy. A kid acting an ass, trying to fight you when you was little to have what you had in your hand. So all of a sudden you, again, kept telling them, nah, this mine, but they ain't understand it, right? So they took it. They was a little, you understand, whiny, throw a fit. So your parent was like, can you just let them have it for me, please? And I promise you I'm going to give you something better. Or I promise you I'll get it back for you as soon as they put it down. I promise you, right? Chosen one, some of you, that was a person that you was supposed to be with. Your twin flame, your soulmate. You knew exactly who that person is. You knew exactly how to work it in a sense, meaning you knew that if you say certain words to them, it activates this side of them. You know that this person is intelligent. You know that this person has certain knowledge within them. You know that this person has certain capabilities that they ain't even tried to put in action yet. You knew what you knew. You knew that this person was for you. So energetically, you like, oh, this is my love. This is my husband. This is my wife. But they could have been connected to a different individual. That person found them first, right? So they thought. Whole time, y'all go way back, but it is what it is, right? They threw a fit. That's that karmic acting like they can't live without the person. They don't know how to take care of their kids. Oh, this person is sick. This finances is down. This person got in a car accident. They saying all this shit to keep that person locked to them. So that's them throwing a fit. And God's like, listen, I know that you know that's your person, but can you just let them have it for a second? And I promise you, I'm going to make sure that they going to give it to you better than what it is now. Or I promise you that I'm going to give you something better than whatever the case may be, right? God was like, listen, can you just give it to them for a second? And I promise you, as soon as they put it down, I'm going to get it. So what happens? That karmic then did all that to get that person from you. Didn't even realize, again, after a while, they're going to dispose that. And God's going to pick that up for you. So they put that down. Meaning they done spoke all this disrespect to them. Told them that they ain't going to be shit. Then cheated on them. Then beat it on them. Then used them. Then abused them. They didn't put that item down. And God's like, hey, yo, it's your time to pick it up. Give it. Grab it from them and give it to you. You clean it up in a sense and you know exactly what to do. See, that karmic was out there hitting it into this, throwing it like that, but you knew that was a collector's item that they had. You knew that in their hand they had something that they ain't even know what to do with it yet. There were certain things that you could speak that was going to activate it, but they ain't know because their mind was limited, right? So all of a sudden, what do? They put that down. They no longer seen that useful. So they may have thought that person didn't have no money or ability to get it. They thought that person didn't have certain abundance, attention, whatever the case may be. They seen that. They thought that you didn't want it no more. So they didn't want it too. They only threw a fit to have it because they didn't want you to have it, right? So what did God do? God said, here, as soon as they put it down, he picked it up, gave it to you. Now you cleaned it off. Now you activating certain things of what that person is going to do. Oh, they going to be mad watching you. They going to be mad that, again, you getting certain things out of that item that they didn't want in a sense. You put him down. You put her down. You ain't want it. Now this person knows exactly what to do to it. Oh, you talking about this person didn't know how to get bread? Nah, just the way that you was trying to get them to get it. That wasn't their purpose. Now all of a sudden you put in position, know exactly what to do here. This is what you're supposed to do to have money coming through. This is what you're supposed to be aligned with. This is certain things you speaking into them. They not going to have the same outcome as those people who had them. But again, they threw a fit. They wanted that shit. God was like, okay, as soon as they get tired of it, or feel like you don't want it no more. So that's you not having those moments where you like, no, I'm over so-and-so. I don't want them now. I ain't talking about karmics. Now, this person used you, abused you, disrespected you. That person isn't for you. I'm talking about those people you had false starts with. That you could have been connected to somebody while they was connected to somebody and y'all just didn't connect them, right? Or, again, God had y'all see the difference between who you was with in the person that you had attracted, in a sense, to see the change in dynamic so that you would close out those cycles in order to come back to them, right? It was necessary lessons that had to be learned. So what happened? Now, guess what? They gonna see you pick up the item. So you gonna pick up your twin. You done already prepared. They feel like they limited. They feel like they batteries going low, in a sense. They don't even realize, nah, I got batteries to put in your back, baby. We already established. They could feel like their money's limited because the person that they was with. So because they was with that karmic, God didn't have money coming in because God no longer wanted you to put money in their hand. So now you feeling like you limited. Whole time we gonna remind you now. Once you dismiss them, you back winning again. You got this abundance that's coming in. See, that person could feel like, okay, well, if they have to move, that they don't know where they moving to, God could have sat there and granted you a new place and they not even realizing where they moving to is with you, that you got them. Oh, what they say? Oh, that you not gonna have this whole time. They ain't even realize who your big homie, in a sense, is, baby. Even if, I could tell you, for my twin, even if me and my twin don't get divinely aligned, now that's real slim, because you already know what it is, baby. But let me say this, even if it's not you, it will never be them. So that's what the karmics gotta realize. Even if you try to keep me from being with this person, it will never be you. It will never be you. You'll never be selected. You understand me? And if we don't get selected, it's because we chose not to put ourselves out there. But I don't know about you, shit, I love my twin. Shit, I be comparing motherfuckers to them now. Hurry the fuck up. But what you thought? See, you could have talked. That's almost like how you really rock with your family, where you could talk shit about them, but if somebody else do it, what you thought this was? I'm not playing about him. What you mean? You thought because I'm nowhere to be, you don't see me, that you not gonna see me energetically, baby? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. How they say? Listen, how they say? You must not know how his twin get down. You must not know that his twin don't play around when it come to him. You must not know, huh? See, even times when my twin could have got mad because I was telling him the truth about the people he was connected with. That was almost like that Day and Craig energy where you don't gotta live around here. I do. Oh, but you gonna keep letting Baby Joker and them mess with you? You gonna keep letting Baby Joker and Lil Chico run after you, run down on you? Fuck no. You might be salty at this point in time, but huh? Don't. I'm trying to tell you, see, I love Fridays. Y'all know I love Fridays. But you know when he went to Rancho Cucamonga and Craig was over there living with Day and them, and he was out there fighting with Baby Joker and shit, the motherfucker who had his scully pulled down over his eyes a little bit. And Day was mad at Craig because Craig was sitting there bringing certain things to the attention. He talking about, you ain't gotta live here. Okay, and that's the same thing that you do to your twin too? Okay, yeah. Well, if your baby mother, your baby father ain't shit, I'm telling you. They sending black magic to you, I'm telling on them. They gonna be held accountable for everything that they did. What you mean? They gonna be mad at you at first, but listen, I'm trying to tell you, what you mean? I don't play by my twin at all. So regardless, if we together in a relationship or we decide to just be friends, baby, I'm still never, ever going to play about them. So anybody who send black magic to them, baby, you done. You done, baby. You don't know how they people get down. You don't. I stay in my light real bright. That anytime darkness come around him, oh, baby, I'm getting his ass up out of there. You heard me? Energetically. I'm going to keep my shit so vibrant. That's a magnet. He a reflection of me. So what's that mean? He going to feel that shit, get his ass to safer grounds. Are there people going to come and try to disguise themselves as him? Okay, yeah, they is. He real. Listen, let me pop my shit real quick. Because I'm going to give, you understand? I'm going to give my twin his recognition. He intelligent. That's... Y'all gotta realize, some of you masculines are so scared that somebody's not gonna accept you based upon your finances. Not even real. We love y'all because you intelligent. We love you because you different. We love you that you dress differently and other people may not understand it. We love that you rap the way that you rap. Hey, Gotti, You included too. You got a difference pertaining to you too. You understand me? We love as far as y'all being y'all. That intellect, see, that's that thing like, damn, you so intelligent. Damn. I'm telling you, pertaining to my twin, we used to tell each other like, damn, I forgot what you look like. Because we so in tune to the soul. Like, damn, you intelligent. You just so loving and nurturing. You just so funny and playful. You just you out there. You not realizing that we love you for being you. That money, we gonna be smiling on you on that air mattress, just like we would that California king size bed. We gonna be riding happy as a passenger princess in that putt-putt like we would that foreign whip. We here with you because we rock with you. We gonna be laughing even when you feel like your pockets is lacking. We laughing. You understand me? You out here trying to do the most, and we love you when you are just you. We love you for you. We rock with you for you. I understand that you want to get the world together because you feel like we deserve the world, but sometimes you don't realize our world lies in you. We see you as the best in the world. You not realizing you could give us the world by giving us your attention, your love, your recognition, just your aura, your energy, just being around you. We don't need you to buy the world. You are the world to us, so just be you. Fuck out. What you mean? Oh, you deserve the world. If you know I deserve the world, why you not playing that position in? We look at you as the world. We look at you in every direction that we looking in. We looking at this masculine like, damn, he look like this person. He remind me of this person. We comparing them to you. So why not give us the word about just being authentically you and knowing that God's going to guide us in the right direction? You got a plan. I got a plan too. Maybe I got the vision and you able to make with my vision and turn it into fruition. See, you may be a builder. I'm a seer. See, we going to see this shit together. See, chosen ones. You got to realize some of you trying to prepare for your partner, but sometimes the preparation is in the experience. You hear me? Sometimes you just play in that position. You don't know where you headed to, but you don't even realize that God may have instilled certain things in that individual because they know what you're going to come out needing. You need a place to stay. I got that. Oh, you need this? I'm going to help you get that. You understand me? Sometimes it's just the person that you with that you start to want to do certain things different. They, again, know how to activate certain parts of you that the other person was overlooking. They threw you to the side. Whole time they ain't realize, see, almost like Toy Story in a sense, where somebody puts their name on that foot. So that karmic could have claimed you, wrote their name on you. Whole time they ain't realize that you about to go to a different individual. They gonna be mad. It is what it is. If they knew what it was, they would let go and find a divine feminine or masculine. Now, are there consequences that they're going to have to go through before they get their individuals? Yes. They should have started when you started. But again, if they see that you celebrating after the hard work that you put in, they know if they start to be authentically, then they're going to receive certain things that's aligned for them too. But baby, you're not going to get it with our person. You're going to have to come up off of that. God told me you was throwing a fit, acting the ass a little bit, so I had to give it to you, knowing that that shit belonged to me. Let you barter a little bit, try to calm yourself down. But every time you put it down and every time somebody else try to pick it up, you want to throw a fit? Nah, you're going to have to come up off that shit then, baby. You going to have to come up off of it. If every time you're not even playing with it, that's that karmic. You're not even loving that partner. You're not carrying that partner. Some of this is pertaining to you. They ain't loving you, accepting you, acknowledging you, catering to you, showing love. They ain't doing these things. So when every time they put you down, somebody else want to pick you up. Now they want to throw a fit. Oh, nah. You should have knew what you had when you had it in your hand. You understand me? But chosen ones, I got to get up off here because I do have some coaching sessions to do. I will upload this live later on my YouTube. I'm definitely going to acknowledge all of y'all that's been gifting. I appreciate you. All y'all's love, like, share, subscribe. Know that we a tribe. I'm praying on behalf of you. Know that I don't play about you. Anybody that I pick up in your energy trying to send certain shit to you, baby, it's off what they head. Fuck is you talking about? You heard me. I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? I'm going to upload this live later on my YouTube. Thank you so much. Y'all continue to be great.